four, three, two, one, and the go, Adrian. We're live.
All right, here we are again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, with another episode of Gator Talk with your host, Alex Perez, and I am his co host, Adrian. And we are coming to you live on this 17th day of September, where the country, up under the bright lights in Baton Rouge, we saw the LSU Fighting Tigers take down the mighty Gators once again. And with that being said, we'll give it to Alex P and let him kick it off.
Oh, oh, okay, Adrian. Where to begin?
Hmm,
Um, um,
hmm.
um, this game was a total sloppy game again, and and like you said, in 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 Baton Rouge, you know, of all places, the the, the game was sloppy. They didn't come out to fight yet again, and
Hmm.
they lost a game that they should have have won against LSU. Um, what else is there to say? I'm very upset about the performance that the Gators are um performing yet again. It seems like DJ Lagway wasn't you know what I mean wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. Um, they they had the penalties. Should I say about five penalties? It was a sloppy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I totally
Uh,
agree with everything that you said, man. And just to piggyback off of what you already said, man, you alluded to it yet again. Another sloppy performance from the Florida Gators, in which the offense wasted another wonderful performance by the defense, only giving up one true touchdown and a couple of field goals. Um, the defense only gave up two touchdowns in three games, which is magnificent. But yet again, on Billy's side of the football, which is the offensive side of the football, the Gators still come out, no energy, lethargic. They look lost yet again in a key moment. They score an 87-yard touchdown early in the game, in which DJ hit Jaden Ball at the sideline. LSU defense lost track of him, and he goes 87 yards, scamper into the end zone, only to be called back by a Najee Harris holding call, which has plagued this team um, since the beginning of the season. They're having the same penalties. They still making the same mistakes. DJ still missing the same reads. Footwork still is bad. With him missing spring and all of the all season, he really, I won't say has regressed. He just doesn't look comfortable. DJ don't look comfortable. It's almost as if the offensive line don't feel comfortable with DJ. and DJ don't feel comfortable with the offensive line. Um, Most of us was hoping that, by the third game in the season, that he would start to get his feet up under him and start to perform a little better. But unfortunately, much to the chagrin of all of the Gators fans, man, it's been yet again another embarrassing loss up under the bright lights in Baton Rouge. And yet again, Billy Napier comes up short, has opportunities, coaching opportunities, player opportunities to make a dent. They could have been up 10 to nothing. Confidence boost for the offense, confidence boost for TJ, only to be called back. 87 yards. That's the third touchdown that they have taken off the board due to lack of discipline. So, yep, it's another poor performance, and at this point, I just don't know what to look forward to when we go to Miami. I just
Uh,
pray that maybe they get it together.
um, and Mr. Adrian, like I told you before we went on the air, I was talking to one of my friends, and
Hmm.
and he, and he was saying, um, he doesn't like the performance that that Billy Napier, um, you know, is doing. You know, is
Yeah.
it is it Billy Napier's fault? Is it the coach or the players, or what is going on with our team? Is it DJ Lagway just can't find his 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 rhythm? I mean, what's going on? Could you kind of help me understand, and how do we get this team back in the winning track like we did the previous years?
Well, you alluded to it, man. You hit it right on you hit the nail right on the head, man. And what it is, in my opinion, I just really do believe that they just need to go back to the basics, man. A basic 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, step up in the pocket, release the ball on time. Wide receivers look the ball into your hands, cover up the football, protect the football, pick up a first down. It's not about trying to win the game with one throw, right? And so what it is DJ is used to throwing the bomb, but all of the defenses that he playing, they playing with a safety that's at least 22 to 20 yards deep so that he can't throw it, over their heads. And so when you do that, it forced DJ to have to read the coverages and check the ball down. And DJ is getting greedy, that's the best way to put it. He getting greedy, trying to get more than what the defense giving him, and it's an old saying that goes, you can never go broke taking a profit. So if you just take the profit and live to fight another down, the Gators win these last two games without a problem. All you have to do is stay on schedule, stay on time, be patient. The defense will give you the game. Now, what Billy is saying is correct. However, there's so much blame right now with this football team to go around on the offensive line. They haven't been able to really block anybody. If you got four offensive linemen blocking, doing their job, and the fifth offensive lineman allows somebody to split between the center and the guard, or the guard and the tackle, and that one player can blow up the entire play. And so it's just so much blame to go around. It's wide receivers, not holding the block long enough so that the wide receiver screens can be effective. It's DJ, not looking off the safety, not looking off DBs, not using gamesmanship in the game to move to advance the ball down the field. And you got blame that falls upon Billy. Your team is struggling. You threw the ball 40 something times. DJ is struggling. The best antidote for a struggling offense is to turn around and hand the ball off. That will level the game. It's a perfect equalizer for a quarterback that's struggling. Even if you only get 2 yards a carry, you still have to do that until your quarterback settles down and plays the game the way the game's supposed to be played. Billy looked really uncomfortable trying to show that he's an offensive coordinator, that he really does know how to call a game. And I don't doubt that he do know how to call a game. However, going five wide with a tight end and a running back is not a true spread option. That's still 11 and 12 personnel that you're putting on the field, flanking them out in 5 and 4 wides like that. That's really what we're looking for. And that's not scaring anybody. And it's not fooling nobody. We got too many wide receivers and too much speed to be playing these cat and mouse games, and it's not working. It's really not working. So if they want to have any chance against Miami, they have to do something different. Do something different. Get up on the center, buckle your chin strap, hit somebody in the mouth, be physical. Jay and Barr need to touch the ball at least 20 to 25 times a game. I understand that you got other running backs that want to play it. Listen, you're struggling. And at this moment, you have to turn around and hand the ball off. You have to throw the ball to the receivers down the field, not behind the line of scrimmage, but down the field. We playing for the sticks. First down after first down, not trying to win it all in one throw. And he got to get DJ to understand that. And that's just one of the major issues that they're having at the moment.
I agree. Um, if they just go back to the basics and they um buckle the chin strap and be physical with the other team, we will be successful if we don't make any more penalties or those those off off offensive line, you know, mistakes. And you know they need to go back to go back to the playbooks and see what what works, you know. what made them a winning team before, you know?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's it's not that hard to to it's not that hard to win a game. It's not that hard to, you know, it's not it's not rocket science. I mean, come on. Uh, the
Absolutely.
Gator fans want when you come to see a Gator game, the audience ex, ex, expect you to 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 win. Go out there and give it your all. You know.
Right.
Uh, they don't want to see a losing team. You know.
That's right.
I know that we cannot win every game, but at least try the hardest to get back out there and 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 perform like they were able to before. You know,
Absolutely.
I don't know what is the problem with this team. I know that DJ Lagway is is came off of injury. He was a little bit rusty. He didn't play during during the fling. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But you know, there's got to be a, a good uh, there's got to be a solution why DJ Lagway is not performing out there on the field like he should. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it DJ's fault? I mean,
Ultimately, all the responsibility still goes back on the coach. DJ is a young quarterback, and he missed a lot of time. And, the play calling hasn't helped. It hasn't helped. I think it's pressure on Billy. I think it's pressure on DJ. I think it's pressure on that offensive line. Everybody done told them how good they are. Everybody done told them that we'll see you in the playoffs. And maybe just trying to live up to the hype is a lot more than what the guys bargained for. Um, and I think it's just all self-imposed. If they can get outside of their own head, I think they'll be just fine. But yeah, DJ don't look like he's having fun. The offensive line is struggling. They don't look like they're having fun. So I think if they could just get back to having fun, just have fun, man. This is college. It's a big year. It's a great game. You got the Gator leg logo on your chest. Play for the brother that's beside you. Get back to having fun. Be accountable. It is what it is. You lost what you lost. You can't get it back. You can't cry over spilled milk. All you can do is look forward and try and, right your wrongs. And that's go out, play disciplined football. If the guy beat you, the guy beat you, but don't cheat the team because when you cheat the team, you cheat yourself. And, you don't want to cheat yourself, man. The guy beat you, he beat you. Get ready for the next rep. Because you never know, you let that guy go and you don't hold him. maybe we still get that touchdown, and if DJ don't feel like he got to make a play and the world is on his shoulders, maybe he don't force the ball into coverage 3 times in a row. So everybody has to shoulder the blame, you know. Um, Defense need to get some turnovers to help the offense out. Not to mention that they only still gave up 1 touchdown, which is more than enough help. But if it's possible, they could possibly catch an interception, cause a fumble, sack strip, anything. And I think it just starts Saturday. The rest of your season starts Saturday. So if you can find a way to be competitive, go out and compete and try and beat Miami, that can give you some confidence that can lead to a change. And hopefully we can see that change come about.
But do you think that 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 Billy Napier is doing all that he can to like um m- m- be the best that he can he can be for this program, you know?
I mean, according to Billy, he's doing everything possible to exhaust every avenue to make sure that he give the players the best opportunity to win the game, according to his words. So, as he said, he got to make the test passable for the student. So, hopefully, he went back and just looked at a few things, and maybe they could put a plan of just doing what DJ did well last year and keeping it simple. Put some more speed on the field, give him some easier options. And DJ do have to take the check down. Too many times he just have not taken the check down. And I know he don't want to take the 2 or 3 yard gains, the 5 yard gains, but you have to do that to keep the ball, and you have to do that to keep the offense on the field. And so I think if Billy can get back to doing some of that, I think they got an opportunity and a path for having success.
Um, and my question is for you: if if mm, Billy Napier um keeps on losing the games like he has so far in this season, is it too late to 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 find another coach uh as the year goes along?
Yeah, well, I mean, he your coach now, and you already so deep into the beginning of the season. Any changes that you go make, you probably want to wait until the bye week. I feel like they need to go ahead and let it play out, and let's just see if Billy can bring this team back. And if he can't bring it back, just let him finish out the rest of the season with the guys, just to give them the best opportunity to try and make something out of the season. I mean, if it get too bad, then you have to let him go mid-season, but it's not ideal. You rather go ahead and, if he can make it to the end of the season, go ahead and let him make it to the end of the season. And and then you make a decision on, hey, I think we want to go in a different direction.
Well, that's some good points. Um, what does does Billy Napier has to do now to to get a winning game underneath his his belt? Um, when we go into to the to the Miami uh, game on, on this Saturday. Any thoughts about that?
Yeah. I I don't know. It's gonna be the best offensive line that we done played against all year so far. And it'll be one of the best D lines that the offense gonna see this year. So it's gonna be a tough matchup. But I mean, if it's ever a time to get it right, I think that this would be the perfect opportunity to go ahead and get it right. So as far as my closing remarks go, closing remarks, I would just say go compete, have fun, play hard, spot the ball, and just see what happened when you play the game the right way. It can reward you if you just play the game the right way. And I'm looking to see, some disciplined football, hopefully, you know.
This was an awful, tragic game. Like like you said, this team from from what I saw on TV, they didn't they didn't look like they didn't look like the Gators that we that we that we know and love. They're not trying hard. They're not giving enough energy. They're not giving enough um as you say, they're not giving enough sy- synergy. They're not, you know, um, they're,
Yeah,
they're not doing these things right to go out there and compete like they used to. I don't know what's going on with these with these years Gators, but they got to turn around. Like I said, they have a tough schedule ahead. So
hmm
so like my friend says, you know, if it's if it's the 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 coach, you know, like you say, just just wait until the bye week to figure that out, or let, let him, wide out the season with the 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 boys. You know, uh, there's if if Billy Napier is not cut out for the job at the end of the year, just just not just not have him coach the next year. Why are we giving him a lot of money to this university to a coach that doesn't, you know, I'm pretty sure that he knows how to play football, but it seems like to me he's not c- 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 cutting it, Adrian. I don't know what to to say. I mean, I'm I'm aggravated. I'm frustrated, partner, and I'm very upset on how the Gators are performing, and that's all I gotta say.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Once again, this was the episode of Gator Talk. Um, season 3, episode 3, and unfortunately, the Gators fall 10-20 at Baton Rouge. Um, so regardless of whatever happens and all kind of weather, Gators stick together. And so we'll be signing off for this episode. We look forward to seeing you back here again next week, Lord willing. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, be safe, be blessed, and in all kind of weather, Gators stick together. We love you,
Yes,
Alex. Appreciate what you do. And anytime, man, it's always a pleasure to get with you and do some Gator talk.
yes, yes. Either win or lose, we are a Gator no matter what. We will keep on reporting the the, the Gator season until it's over. Thank you, Adrian, for your time, and I'll see you for episode 4 probably on Monday. If if
Yep, Lord willing, we'll see you then.
if you're not busy, but any if anything changes, just let me know. We'll
All right. Sounds great.
enjoy your rest of your um evening evening and your engagement that you have to go to, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you, Adrian.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Y'all be safe. Be blessed, man. We love you.
I love you too, and give my love to your wife and the family.
All right. Thank you, sir. Take care now.
Take it easy, partner.
All
Thank
right. See ya.
thank you.
Hmm.
Well, again, we'll see you next time with another installment of Gator Talk. Uh, until we see you again for episode 4, um, we'd say in all kinds of weather, in in all kinds of weather, Gators stick together. On behalf of my co-host Adrian Green, I am your host Alex Perez, saying good night and God bless you. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you for episode 4 on Monday. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody. Uh, Good night, everybody.